Welcome to Crystal's Bread. Today I'm going to show you how to make pita bread. This flatbread recipe is quite simple and you can choose the flour of your choice, all-purpose flour, unbleached flour, or whole wheat flour. And once it's done, it's going to create a nice pouch that you can fill with all kinds of things of your choice. Let's get to it.
In general, pita bread is made with the whole wheat flour, or you can mix with all-purpose flour or unbleached flour and whole wheat flour combination. For this recipe today, I'm using unbleached flour. It's tendency to, whenever the recipe calls for dry yeast or instant yeast, I tend to dissolve in the water first and try to separate the salt from yeast. That's why I'm mixing it halfway. But for this recipe, you can mix everything at once together. If you're using electric mixer, you can put all the ingredients in electric mixing bowl and mix it with the hook attached for slow speed 1 minute and 10 minutes and medium speed. If you're using hand, then once it pulls from the side of the bowl, then put it in a flat surface and knead with hand at least 12 to 15 minutes until it passes the windowpane test. And knead it really well, and once it's all combined and gluten formed, then we're going to put it in oiled container, let it rise in the room temperature for 90 minutes or until it doubles. When we make a pita bread, we try to create the stove, the clay stove, so we use baking stone or baking tiles on the bottom of the oven. We're gonna put dough. Once it's rise enough, then we're gonna put it on a flat surface. I am making 8 equal pita bread today. However many you wanted to make, it is going to be like 1/4 inch thick. I'm making 8, and diameter for this one is about 6-inch diameter when it's flattened. So equally divided dough and make a round ball and flatten the top, make a little disc shape, let it rest in the room temperature for 20 minutes. You can cover plastic wrap or towel. Once it's rested, it's ready to roll. If it's keep resist, then you can put it aside and start another dough and then come back to that. And we're gonna let it rest in the room temperature uncovered for 10 minutes. So meanwhile, the oven is nice and hot, 475 degrees. And we're gonna roll them all and let it rest. And oven is nice and hot. Spray the baking stone with water, so that way it will give us a nice wrinkled bottom of the pita bread. Once stone is hot, once you put the pita bread dough, you cannot move it much because it sticks. But once done, it's easy to come out. So put as many it can fit, and then once we put it, we're going to lower the temperature to 450 and bake it 5 minutes. You don't want to bake more than that. You don't want to wait until it turns brown because it's going to be too crispy. So when it's done, it pops out, make pouch. You can see it's nice pouch built. There's the steam coming out. And here's the bottom, nice and wrinkled. Bottom is crispy and top is soft, and you can serve immediately. I'm trying also showing how to do a middle baking sheet Same thing, I spread with water and put pita bread dough. It's the same thing, is that you can see that it will create the pouch. So we're trying to create something hot surface that the dough will get blisters, so we get the pouch. So now it's done. Once it's done, you can wrap it in a towel, so keep it warm and serve it immediately. You can split it in half. That's going to be 2 sandwich pouch. And this is nicely popped. And I'm going to show how the pouch inside looks like. We're going to split it in half. It's nice and soft. And here's the pouch. You can fill it with sandwich meat, salad, anything you want. Eat it with hummus. And now you know how to make pita bread. So enjoy your bread.